The following is a presentation of WRDN Sports. Welcome to the Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com. Now, with today's Panther Preview, here is Brian Winnekins.
From Spring Valley High School tonight, girls high school basketball as Durand-Arkansaw is at Spring Valley in the Durand-St. Croix matchup. This is the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. Well, for the Panthers, they're 9-2 in the Durand-St. Croix, 15-5 overall after their 41-32 loss to Prescott. Meanwhile, for Spring Valley, they are 9-12 overall, 3-8 in the Durand-St. Croix after their 64-14 loss to Elk Mound. The last time these two teams met earlier in the season, Durand-Arkansaw won that game by a score of 75-30. Leading scorer for the Panthers still Emma Hoyt at 13 points a game. Now, Addison Oth has been injured. She is the leading rebounder at 6 rebounds a game, but she will not be playing tonight. Jada Houlihan is the leading scorer for Spring Valley, averaging about 16 points a game. And Audrey Matheson is the leading rebounder with 10 rebounds a game. Coming up on the Advent Health Panther Preview, we'll talk with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Darren Lowenhagen about the loss last night to Prescott in tonight's game against Spring Valley. Coming up next on the Advent Health Panther Preview, we'll tell you who's playing where and who won where on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. That's coming up next on the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. It's Durand-Arkansaw girls basketball on WRDN.
What does it mean to feel whole? For some, it's omega-3s, high fives, or shuffleboard. Yes. It's kale, kiwi, kumquats, all together. Whatever helps you feel whole, Advent Health is here to support it. We're here to heal what hurts, ease your mind, and lift your spirit with world-class medical expertise and compassionate whole-person care. So go for it. Get back on your feet. Overcome the odds. Live your best life and feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com.
Welcome back to the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. As we get ready for tonight's Durand-Arkansaw Spring Valley girls basketball game, let's run down scores on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. Last night in boys hoops, McDonald Central defeated Spring Valley 52-45 in boys basketball. Baldwin Woodville over Mondovi 73-38. Boyceville, they win over Lake Holcomb 92-83. Girls basketball from last night in a game heard here on WRDN. Prescott over Durand-Arkansaw 41-32. Lake City defeats Triton 73-51. Alma Pepin, they defeat Alma Center Lincoln 55-31. Tonight on the Durand Fresh Market scoreboard in boys basketball in the Dairyland Conference, Cooley Region Christian is at Eau Claire Emmanuel Lutheran. Meanwhile, Blair Taylor at Alma Center Lincoln, Gilmanton Independence hosting Alma Pepin, Cochran Fountain City at Melrose Mindoro. Durand-St. Croix Conference basketball tonight, Colfax at Mondovi, Boyceville hosting Durand-Arkansaw, and Clayton is at Glenwood City. Middle Border Conference boys hoops, Baldwin Woodville at Ellsworth, Osceola hosting Amory, Altoona travels to Prescott, Somerset is at St. Croix Central. Girls basketball in the Dairyland Conference tonight, Eau Claire Emmanuel Lutheran at Independence Gilmanton. In the Durand-St. Croix, along with the Durand-Arkansaw Spring Valley game, Plum City Elmwood is at Elk Mound. Glenwood City travels to Colfax, Boyceville hosting Mondovi. And in the Middle Border Conference in girls hoops tonight, Ellsworth is at Amory. Altoona travels to Toma. That's what's happening around the area tonight in high school sports. You can follow the Durand Fresh Market scoreboard on our sports page of our website at realcountry1430.com. Coming up on the Advent Health Panther Preview, we're going to talk with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Darren Lowenhagen about the game last night against Prescott and tonight's game against Spring Valley. That's coming up next on the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent at adventhealth.com. It's Durand-Arkansaw girls basketball on WRDN.
What does it mean to feel whole? For some, it's omega-3s, high fives, or shuffleboard. Yes. It's kale, kiwi, kumquats, all together. Whatever helps you feel whole, Advent Health is here to support it. We're here to heal what hurts, ease your mind, and lift your spirit. With world-class medical expertise and compassionate whole-person care. So go for it. Get back on your feet. Overcome the odds. Live your best life and feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com.
Welcome back to the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. Time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. So we get ready for tonight's Durand-Arkansaw Spring Valley girls basketball game. Joining us right now, Durand-Arkansaw head coach Darren Lowenhagen. And Coach, well, did you have a chance to even look at the film from last night? And there were a lot of positives in that game, even though it was a loss.
Yeah, actually watched a portion of it on the bus ride home, and kind of felt a lot of the same way we talked last night. We got put into a really tough situation early, losing a starter early in the game. A lot of girls got a lot of minutes after that aren't used to a lot of minutes. I also had my starters then play probably too many minutes trying to suck up some of those time lapses with losing a starter. And so, I think all of that put together kind of gave you the recipe of not shooting it and not scoring it very well. Defensively, giving up 41 points, you're going to be in every game and you should have a chance to win it, even though, she had 27 and you like to try to slow her down a little bit better than that. But a lot of those were really tough shots. And she's a really good player, obviously scoring 1,000 prior to her senior year. So, we haven't really had somebody do that to us in a long time, and gave ourselves a chance to win even in that situation.
Because, for up until, maybe midway through that second half, we would be ahead by 3 or 4. They'd be ahead by 3 or 4. We'd be ahead by 3 or 4. I mean, it wasn't this, we had to fiercely rally here. This was a darn close game.
Yeah, it was just kind of one of those really icky type of games where you're trying to, at some point anyway, how can you get like a 4-0 or a 6-0 run to just kind of get a little bit of momentum going. And it just felt like when we did have an opportunity, we would maybe miss the shot, or we'd have just kind of a turnover that wasn't normal for us, and never quite gave us an opportunity to kind of get over that hump.
And there was one of the other players on Prescott late in the game. She hit that 3 where it made it from 4 to 7, and that just kind of seemed to really take the wind out of the sails.
Yeah, and even before that, I think it was 30 to 32, that back-to-back turnovers in transition where you're in a good spot. You just got to stop. You got a defensive rebound. Now it's time to call a set or run something, and then we turn it over. We also had several, easier shots inside. Their length gave us some issues, and we didn't quite finish through contact.
Talking with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Darren Lowenhagen. Tonight, game number 2 with Spring Valley this year. First time, pretty easy win. But like you and I have talked, myself and Coach Radetzky have talked, that first game in December, let's wait a minute. Teams improve as we go throughout the year. What have you seen in Spring Valley? Have they been able to kind of work some of those issues out from earlier in the year?
Yeah, it's a couple of things, right? So we shot really, really good in that game. To start the game, we come out and make 3 threes right away and get a lead. We also were able to get after them pressure-wise. And then on top of that, we're going to be missing 2 starters tonight from that game. So there's a lot of things that are kind of working against us in that form of not only the fact that they're getting better, their young players have played now pretty close to 20 games in a season, so they're not quite freshmen anymore. Now they're playing more like sophomores and stuff, so I would expect a totally different game tonight.
As you've looked at over the progression of the year, are they wanting to do still a lot of zone or man-to-man on the defense?
There've been a lot of man-to-man this year, mostly man-to-man. Will they change that up tonight? I think that maybe that with this new young group that he maybe wants to build those defensive principles, and they just go with it pretty consistently. But I still think that they have the capability of throwing something at us here or there.
I guess I have to ask, which is more difficult to coach, man-to-man or zone? I would think it would be zone, because while I have an area when I have to move around, but maybe I'm totally wrong on that.
I'm a firm believer that you need to be able to play man before you can play zone. If you're not good at man, you can't play zone, in my opinion. I was talking with even last night's coach and coaches before we actually had this exact conversation, and we firmly believe that you got to be able to take your man principles and then put them into zone. And if you're playing zone just to play zone, which a lot of teams that are maybe down a little bit or kind of rebuilding, they will play a zone to try to stay in a game, where we're not really looking when we play zone to stay in a game. We want to just give you a different look and still create some kind of havoc for you offensively, which is why you see some of our zones that we have run this year, we're pretty aggressive out of them. We're not really looking to sit back and just kind of let you move the ball around.
Talking with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Darren Lowenhagen. Offensively, what are some of the things you've seen over the last couple months here from Spring Valley? What have they changed up?
Again, I just think those, the two freshmen were probably their best two players last time we played around, and they're getting better. They're getting more confident. I know they have a really good class coming in as 8th graders too, so I know that, he's probably looking forward to that. But I just think they've had kind of the same group for the most of this year now, and I think they're going to get better and better and better, and more confident. And with Fearless, they don't let negative plays bother them. So they're going to be aggressive, and they might drive one time and throw it out of bounds, and the next time they're going to come at you hard again and finish through contact and get an and one. So for us, it's just staying steady and staying consistent with our defense.
It's kind of the advantage of being a freshman. It's like, hey, you know what? We just got to do it here. What else? What do we got to lose?
Yeah, and as a coach, that's what you want. You want to have that situation. You want them to just make mistakes, and we can fix the mistakes, the aggressive mistakes. It's much harder to make somebody go hard than it is to just kind of pull them back a little bit. And so I think he's sitting in a good spot with that team.
So, of course, Addison Alf is out. Sarah Sabelko, she won't be playing. I know she had that ankle injury last night.
Yeah, we'll be missing Sawyer, and we'll be missing Addie tonight, and we'll make do. So we'll have somebody else starting that hasn't started all year, and we'll get subbing in. Our first few subs will be people that have played less minutes. So that's something we'll have to just kind of deal with a little bit. We also get kind of the excitement tonight of Emma Hoyt having a chance to get over 1,000 points tonight. So I think that'll be something that I know she is 7 points away. So maybe getting that early would give us a nice little boost offensively.
Yeah, I said Sarah Sawyer. I don't think Sawyer's mom's playing tonight. But it should be. How important is it going to be tonight to have that fast start again, like you did the first game, because you have those two starters out?
Yeah, and we talked in film tonight as well. We just said, hey, let's not let our offensive struggles from last night carry over. If we miss a couple shots early here, it's a new game. It doesn't matter. Keep confident. Stay with it, because that's the only issue when you play this many, playing 3 games in a week, is if something bad starts happening, not letting it affect game to game to game, because you don't get a lot of practice time and you don't get a lot of time to just kind of decompress in that situation.
Well, we'll talk to you tonight after the game.
All right, thank you.
And that is Durand-Arkansaw head coach Darren Lowenhagen. Coming up, we have starting lineups and tip-off Spring Valley. It's coming up next on Real Country 1430 AM stereo, WRDN, Durand, Mondovi, Wabashan, 107.3 FM translator, W297CH, Durand.
What does it mean to feel whole? For some, it's omega-3s, high fives, or shuffleboard. Yes. It's kale, kiwi, kumquats, all together. Whatever helps you feel whole, Advent Health is here to support it. We're here to heal what hurts, ease your mind, and lift your spirit with world-class medical expertise and compassionate whole-person care. So go for it. Get back on your feet. Overcome the odds. Live your best life and feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com.
The Durand Improvement Group is committed to improving Durand's quality of life through involvement in our community. From Fun Fest to music in the park, Durand Dazzle Holiday, and more, the Durand Improvement Group's mission is to strengthen area businesses and improve our community welfare. DIG is open to all members of the community, not just businesses. You can help. Visit DurandImprovementGroup.org and become an individual member of the Durand Improvement Group today. This message is a public service of Real Country 1430 WRDN.
Your computer is a radio. Log on to realcountry1430.com to listen online. Brought to you by Prime Realty of Durand.
Welcome back to Spring Valley High School as we are just moments away from tonight's Durand-Arkansaw Spring Valley girls basketball game. Spring Valley High School. Thank you to the men and women serving in the military, listening to our broadcast on our streaming audio service at realcountry1430.com. We'd like to say thank you for your service, and we hope tonight's broadcast brings you a taste of home wherever you may be serving. Our streaming audio service at realcountry1430.com. Also, our streaming audio brought to you by Prime Realty of Durand, the area's #1 home seller. Visit their website at primerealitymidwest.com. And also Adam Super Service, your Napa Super Service, your Partners Network Car Care Center, Durand. We're going to go down now courtside for our national anthem. Super Service, your Partners Network Car Care Center, Durand.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Our national anthem this evening, as we are just moments away from tonight's Durand-Arkansaw Spring Valley girls basketball game. And the JV game, the Panthers easily won that 82-22. Let's give you our starting lineups tonight for the Durand-Arkansaw Panthers. 9-2 in the Dunn St. Croix. Coming out number 2, senior Chloe Oth. Number 5, junior Jaden Glaus. Number 10, senior Allison McMahon. Number 12, senior Victoria Kurth. And number 14, senior Emma Hoyt. And she is 7 points away tonight from scoring her 1,000th career point. And there's a pretty nice crowd here on hand tonight from Durand to celebrate that. All she needs to do is score 7. Coach Lowenhagen has already said once that happens, he's calling timeout to recognize that for Emma and her family. For Spring Valley tonight, they're 3-8 in the Dunn St. Croix. Coming out to senior number 2, Audrey Matheson. Number 4, sophomore Katie Ciparano. Number 10, freshman Katie Mathis. Number 14, junior Addison Niedermeyer. And number 20, freshman Jada Houlihan. Panthers in their black uniforms with the white numerals. The Lady Cardinals in their white uniforms with the burgundy numerals. Panthers will be going from right to left. The Cardinals left to right here in this first half. Throughout the night, we'll be thanking our high school sports sponsors like we have been throughout the entire season. And again, we can't stress it enough. Please, all of our high school sports sponsors, please thank them. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business. Without their support, we wouldn't be able to do any of these games. So please thank them for their support. All right, we are ready to go. And Victoria Kurth will be at center, facing Matheson here for the tip. Scores table's ready. Both teams are ready. All the referees are ready. Here we go. Ball's up and tip back to Glaus. We are underway. Over to Oth now. That's Chloe Oth, of course. Addison Oth and Sawyer Sabelko are both out with injuries. Bounce pass inside to Emma Hoyt. Overlays it. No good. And rebounded by Houlihan. And across the timeline now is Mathis. Over to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer now kicks it back out to the wing. On the left wing is Mathis. She'll come out or check that is Houlihan. Houlihan now passes it off to Mathis. Back towards center. And now a handoff over to Cipriano. She tries to drive inside, can't do it. Now over to Matheson. Matheson left wing. Bounce pass to the left side now. Coming back out is Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer now over to Mathis. And up intercepted. Intercepted by McMahon. McMahon out to Klaus. Klaus will bring it up across the far side for the Panthers. Over to McMahon. Cross court pass to Oth. Oth now looking to Klaus. Klaus now on the left wing. Loses control but regains control. Comes over to the top of the key now. Back to McMahon. McMahon over to Oth. Oth right wing. 3-ball on the way. Shot good by Chloe Oth. 3-0 Panthers. And now inbounded to Matheson. Matheson now over to Mathis. Back to Matheson. And across court, across the timeline is Houlihan. Houlihan loses control of the ball. It will be off of McMahon. It'll stay Cardinal ball. 16:27 remaining in the first half. 3-0 Panthers. And inbounded now to Matheson. Intercepted by Hoyt. Hoyt manages to get the ball out to McMahon. Back to Chloe Oth. And Oth now across the timeline for the Panthers. Over to Kurth. Kurth left wing. Kurth now over to Hoyt. Hoyt top of the key. Hoyt now back over to McMahon. McMahon to Klaus left corner. Klaus now back to Oth. Oth on the left wing. Pass inside is tipped. Loose ball coming up with it is Houlihan. Houlihan back the other way for the Cardinals. Lays it up and in. 3-2 Panthers over to Oth now. Oth across the timeline now. Over to Klaus. Klaus now shot put up. No good. And rebounded by the Cardinals. Over to Houlihan. Houlihan now back to Mathis. Mathis across the timeline. Mathis now on the left wing now. Over to Matheson. She's going to try to drive inside. Gets cut off. Has to pass it back out to Niedermeyer. She'll come over to the top of the key now. Handoff over to Mathis. Mathis, 3-ball. Shot off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Chloe Oth. Chloe Oth on the far side. Stop. And inside to Klaus. Klaus up and in. 5-2 Panthers. Full court Panther press now. Whistle. Timeout. Timeout Spring Valley with 15:07 remaining here in the first half. Thank you to Provisions Health, 3rd Avenue West Durand. Healthcare your way. Find out more at provisions.health. 24/7 and West Wisconsin Telecom. Building a smart fiber optic community from the ground up. Find out more. Visit wwt.coop. The Riverside Grill. Visit the Riverside Grill for daily specials. Don't forget on Valentine's Day evening, they'll be having some Friday fish fry Valentine's evening specials at the Riverside Grill. The O'Galley Cheese Factory. O'Galley Cheese Factory is going to have some FFA Week specials next week. Visit the O'Galley Cheese Factory, Highway 25, Durand, for more information. And Martin Transport of Mondovi. Visit martin.com for the latest job opportunities. It's better in blue at Martin Transport. All right. Here we go. Timeout is done, and Houlihan now to inbound it. Houlihan looking now, inbounds it to Matheson. Matheson now back to Mathis. Mathis now over to Cipriano. Ball knocked out of bounds by Oth. Pass intended for Houlihan. So on the far side will be Cipriano to inbound it. Cipriano bounce pass to Mathis. Mathis across the timeline. Comes down to the top of the key. Now pass intercepted. Intercepted, whistling a foul on Hoyt. Nope. Foul will be on Matheson. And so it'll stay Panther ball. All right. And so inbounded to Chloe Oth. And Chloe Oth now across the timeline over to Klaus. Klaus on the right wing. To Hoyt, to McMahon. McMahon now over to Kurth. Cross-court pass to Hoyt. Hoyt, 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. Tip back out to Hoyt. Hoyt drives inside, puts up the shot. Counted in the foul. And so Emma Hoyt now will go to the line. to try to complete the three-point play. Free throw on the way. Rims out, no good. Rebounded by Kurth. Kurth tries to get the ball over to Chloe Oth. And it goes out of bounds. She can't hang on to it, so it'll go back to the Cardinals. So Emma down to 5 points needed now for 1,000. Inbounded to Matheson. Matheson on the far side. Here comes the trap. And nearly intercepted, but Houlihan comes up with it. Houlihan now across the timeline. Back over to Mathis. Over to Matheson. Matheson left wing. Tries to drive inside. Can't do it. 7-2 Panthers lead. Cross-court pass now over to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer now hands it off to Cipriano. Right baseline. Nope, she stepped on the line out of bounds. Panther ball. So inbounded to Chloe Oth. And Oth will bring it across the timeline for the Panthers. Over to Hoyt now, top of the key. Three ball shot short, no good. Rebounded by Oth. Oth puts up the shot off the glass, up and in. And over to Mathis now. 9-2 Panthers. To Matheson. Matheson now. Full court Panther press intercepted. Whoa, we're going to do the jump ball. It'll stay with Spring Valley on the jump. And so McMahon and Glaus come out. Paschal and Pelkey come in. And loose ball. Emma Hoyt comes up with the interception. And she'll give it back to Chloe Oth. Chloe across the timeline now. Over to Paschal. Paschal now to Kurth. Kurth back at center. Comes down to the top of the key now to Paschal on the right wing. Can't hang on. Goes out of bounds. Cardinal ball. Coming in for Spring Valley now is number 27. Or check that, number 23. I'm sorry. That's Ray Trainer. So Trainer to inbound it. Inbounds it to Mathis. Mathis whistle. Over and back. That's what they're going to call it. And so it'll be Panther ball. So inbounded now to Oth. Oth now over to Paschal. Paschal on back towards center. Over to Pelkey. Pelkey now to Oth. Oth on the left wing. Oth now. Back to Kurth. Kurth back towards center now to Hoyt. Hoyt right wing. Hoyt, she's going to try and drive inside. Bounce pass inside. Whistle foul. Foul be on number 10 Mathis. It'll stay Panther ball. 9-2 Panthers lead, 12:52 remaining here in the first half. As Oth now to inbound it to our right. Oth bounce pass inside to Hoyt. Hoyt up and in. Emma down to a 3. That's all she needs is 3 now. Mathis. Mathis now. Here comes the full court Panther press. Still not across the timeline, but Houlihan will dribble her way there. Ball knocked away by Hoyt. But try to save it was Spring Valley, but Paschal makes the catch and gets it over to Oth. Oth back across the timeline. Across the timeline now to Paschal. Over to Pelkey. Pelkey now to Kurth. Kurth on the left wing. Kurth over to Hoyt. Hoyt fakes the 3. Now she'll try to drive inside. On the right wing now. Cross-court pass whistle. 3-second violation. 11-2 Panthers lead, 12:09 remaining. Inbounding it now is Houlihan. Full court Panther press. Inbounded to Matheson. Matheson now to Mathis. Mathis now has Kurth in her way and throws it out of bounds. Looking for Matheson, but it's off of Matheson's foot. Panther ball. Again, Emma needs 3 for 1,000. And so Chloe Oth to inbound it now. And inbounds it to Pelkey. Pelkey to Kurth. Kurth now comes to the top of the key. Bounce pass inside. Emma Hoyt. Shot, no good. as it was a bit short. And back the other way now to Trainer. Trainer now over to Houlihan. Houlihan across the timeline. And cross-court pass now to Mathis. Mathis looking for a cutter. Staying on the outside. Intercepted by Chloe Oth. Chloe Oth back the other way. And no good. And partially blocked. Mathis now gets the loose ball. Back to Houlihan. And Houlihan across the timeline for the Cardinals. And Chloe Ott nearly stole it again. Comes down to the right wing now. Hands it off to Trainer. Trainer over to Matheson. Pass nearly intercepted. It is intercepted by Kurt. Whistle and a foul. Foul will be on Matheson. Panther ball. So Kurt to inbound it on the far side. 11-2 Panthers lead. 11:08 remaining in the first half. Emma Hoyt has 4. She needs 7 for 1,000. So inbounded now to Oth. And across the timeline now to Pelkey. Pelkey now over to Kurth. Kurth over to Hoyt. Hoyt on the left wing. Hands it off to Pelkey. Pelkey on the left wing as well. Comes out to the top of the key now. Over to Pelkey. Pelkey now to Chloe Oth. Chloe Oth over to Paschal. Paschal on the left wing. Looking for Kurth inside, not open, has to get it back out to Hoyt. Hoyt now over to Pelkey. Pelkey left wing, cross-court pass now, over to Kurth. Kurth to Hoyt. Hoyt, 3 ball on the way, shot's good, there it is! There it is! There it is! Timeout Panthers! And Emma Hoyt has scored 1,000 in her career.
Congratulations to senior Emma.
And so the Panthers want to say thank you. And there's the coach giving her a hand. And as you can see on the far side, all of the signs for Emma. There they are. And Emma waving to the crowd. A lot of the young girls basketball, the youth basketball girls have come out with signs. She's kind of, I think Emma's a touch embarrassed though. She's kind of blushing. But congratulations to Emma Hoyt. She's like, oh, wow. So congratulations to Emma Hoyt on scoring her 1,000th career point. And so the Panthers lead 14-2, 10:37 remaining here in the first half. While it was appropriate, hits it on the big 3. Now, Coach Lowenhagen said he had hid some signs because he thought potentially last night if Emma had scored 27 at Prescott, then it would have happened there. Excuse me. All right, so here we go. Cipriano to inbound it to here to our right. And inbounded now to Matheson. Back to Houlihan. Full court Panther press. She gets up across the timeline on the far side. And now over to the right wing. And a whistle and a it's a foul. Foul will be on number 21, Vanessa. And so it's Panther ball. 14-2 Panthers lead. 10:19 remaining in the half. And across the timeline now to Hoyt. Hoyt now on the right wing. Tries to drive inside. Cross-court pass to McMahon. 3 ball on the way. Shot no good. Rebounded by Oth. Up and in. And across the timeline, nearly stolen, but still a loose ball. And coming up with it is Spring Valley. And whistle 10 seconds. So it's Panther ball. And inbounded now to Oth. Oth now over to Kurth. Kurth now to Oth. Back to Klaus. Klaus drives in from the right wing. In the lane. Up and in. And Inbounded to Trainer and intercepted. Intercepted by Off. Off to Klaus. Up and in. 20-2 now, Panthers. And across the timeline, whistle and a foul. Foul be on Chloe Off. And so inbounding it on the far side is Trainer. Trainer now over to Mathis. Mathis back towards the center and careful and nearly went over and back, but gets it over to Cipriano. Cipriano on the right wing. Now back to Mathis. Cross-court pass now over to Trainer. Shot put up good by Cipriano. 20-4, Panthers, 8:47 remaining in the first half. And over to McMahon now. McMahon now over to Oth right wing. To Kurth. Kurth now top of the key. Over to Paschal. Paschal right wing. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. And rebounded by Vaness. And across the timeline is Mathis. And Mathis now has Oth right in her way. Bounce pass now over to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer looking for a cutter. No one there. And now over to Mathis. Mathis now pass to Cipriano. Cipriano back to Trainer. Inside pass now to Mathis. Loose ball, but she manages to regain control. Puts up a shot. No good. Rebounded by Kurth with the loose ball. Back the other way goes Kurth. Kurth puts up the shot. Up and in. Mathis now over to Cipriano. Cipriano back to Trainer. Back to Cipriano. Nearly stolen by Klaus. Loose ball. And Cipriano comes up with it. Whistle and timeout, Spring Valley. 7:31 remaining here in the first half. 22-4 Panthers. And thank you to the Cell Block. They feature soup and salad bar daily. They also have other daily specials as well, like that bacon cheeseburger with the Durand Smokehouse burgers. That's the Cell Block downtown Durand. Lettuce and onions, please. Durand Improvement Group. Many hands make light work. Volunteer with the community events. Visit the DurandImprovementGroup.org for more information. The Paul Slusher Insurance Agency, your American Family Insurance agent serving Durand and Chippewa Falls. American Family Insurance, insurance that fits your needs. And Ryan's Sports Shop, downtown Durand. Ice fishing, of course, is here. Visit Ryan's Sports Shop for all of your ice fishing needs. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business. Tell them thank you for supporting our broadcast. Without their help, wouldn't be here tonight with today's game. So please thank all of our sponsors. And so inbounded now to Houlihan. Houlihan across the timeline to Mathis. And into the left corner to Matheson. Pass nearly intercepted. Now over to Trainer on the left wing. They kick it back out now to Mathis. And pass this time is intercepted by McMahon. McMahon to Oth. And Oth across the timeline now over to Paschal. Paschal to Klaus. Klaus inside to Kurth. Kurth back to Paschal. Paschal now comes back over to the top of the key now over to Oth. Oth now to Paschal. And now Klaus to Oth. To Kurth. Kurth left wing. Kurth now tries to drive inside. Kicks it back out to McMahon. McMahon now over to Oth. Cross-court pass to Paschal. Paschal top of the key. Fakes the three. Now she'll drive inside. Splits two defenders. Up and in. Oh, the head fake of the three kind of opened up the lane for her to make it 24-4 Panthers. And inbounded now to Mathis. Whistle and a foul on Klaus. 6:22 remaining. And I'm not sure why, but the clock is continuing to run. I think we're going to have to change this here. Okay, now they stopped it. All right. And inbounded to Matheson. About 20 seconds ran off that probably shouldn't have. Over to Mathis now. Mathis now hands it off to Trainer. Cross-court pass over to Matheson. Matheson now on the left wing. Hands it off to Trainer. Trainer now's in trouble. Bounce pass over to Matheson, left wing. She's going to try to drive inside. Shot put up and rims out, no good. Rebounded by Chloe Oth. Chloe Oth to Hoyt, but a little bit too far on the bomb. Out of bounds, Cardinal ball. 24-4, Panthers lead, 5:47 remaining in the half. And, stolen on the inbound by Chloe Oth. Chloe Oth with the interception to Kurth. Kurth puts up a tough shot off the glass. Wow. Victoria Kurth had a defender right in front of her, managed to put that shot up. 26-4 now, Panthers. Whistle and a foul. Foul will be on Emma Hoyt, and so it'll stay Cardinal ball. 26-4, Panthers lead, 5:32 remaining. And inbounded quickly to Matheson, partially blocked by Pelkey. Loose ball. It is going to be off of Spring Valley. It'll be Panther ball. Full court press now coming from the Cardinals this time. And Kurth to inbound it to Hoyt. Hoyt back to Kurth. Kurth now. She'll split a couple of defenders, and away we go across the timeline. And stolen. Back the other way now come the Cardinals. And that is Houlihan. Houlihan has the shot partially blocked by Hoyt. It'll be Cardinal ball. And so Trainer now to inbound it. Trainer is pass nearly intercepted, but coming up with it is Houlihan. Houlihan head fakes the three now. Cross-court pass now over to Mathis. Mathis long two. Shot no good. Rebounded by Pelkey to Oth. Oth to Kurth. Kurth across the timeline. Back to Oth. And over to Mathis, or to Miley Sandus now in. Back to Kurth. Inside now to Sand. Tries to put up a shot. Whistle and a jump, they're going to say. And so it'll be Panther ball. So Miley Sand in for the Panthers. And Oth now to inbound it to our left. Oth looking now over to Hoyt. Hoyt on the left wing now to Oth on the left side. Now back to Pelkey. Pelkey now to Kurth. Kurth looking for a cutter. Now the top of the key, does a spin move into the lane. Puts up a shot low, but Hoyt comes up with it. Out to Pelkey. Pelkey now to Sand. Sand top of the key. Over to Kurth on the right wing. Kurth now looking for a cutter inside. No one home. She'll going to try and do it herself. Yep, from the wing into the lane. Bounce pass inside to Hoyt. Oh, just a little bit outside of Hoyt's reach. Out of bounds. Cardinal ball. 26-4, Panthers lead. 4:15 remaining. Coming in now is Taylor Trainer as Ray Trainer comes out. And so now inbounded to Houlihan. And across the timeline is Houlihan. Houlihan now down to the left wing. Cross-court pass to Trainer. Trainer now over to Matheson. Matheson, bounce pass to Mathis. Mathis will try to drive inside. Ball knocked away by Sand as she was going in. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay Cardinal ball. Paschal and McMahon come in. Pelkey and Sand come out. Inbounding it now will be Cipriano. And Cipriano looking and kicked by Kurth. We'll try that again. And so Cipriano will try it again. Inbounded to Matheson. Matheson, right wing. Drives into the lane. Puts up a tough shot. Does not get the shooter's roll. Kurth fighting for it. Comes up with it and gets it out to Oth. Oth. Bomb to Hoyt. Hoyt, right wing. Gets around one defender. Stop. She's in trouble on the right baseline. Whistle and a foul. Foul will be on Cipriano, and it'll stay Panther ball. Inbounding it to our left will be Oth. 3:31 remaining in the first half. 26-4 Panthers. And inbounded to Hoyt. Hoyt puts up the tough shot. Rims out, no good. And rebounded by Cipriano, whistling a foul. Foul will be on Hoyt this time. Coming up, our Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency and Security Financial Bank halftime show. And across the timeline, Houlihan now. Houlihan now hands it off to a Trainer. Trainer to Matheson, top of the key now. Over to Houlihan. Houlihan left wing. Houlihan looking for a cutter. No one there. She's going to try to drive in from the wing. Splits two defenders. Heaves up a shot. Do good. Rebounded by Oth. Chloe Oth with the rebound. To Kurth on the far side across the timeline. Inside to Hoyt. Drives the lane. Puts up the shot. Does not get the shooter's roll. And rebounded by the Panthers. That's Paschal. She tries to get it out. She does to Kurth. Back to McMahon. McMahon to Oth. Oth. Three ball. Shot rims out. No good. Rebounded by Hoyt. Whistle. Jump. Cardinal ball. Vanessa comes back in for Niedermeyer. So it'll be Cardinal ball. 2:43 remaining in the half. 26-4. Panthers. And inbounded now to Houlihan. And Houlihan across the timeline. Houlihan now looking for a cutter. No one there now. Over to Matheson. Matheson tries to drive in from the right wing. Has to stop at the top of the key now. Hands it back out to Houlihan. Houlihan over to Matheson. Inside pass intercepted. Intercepted by Hoyt. Hoyt on the break, up and under, lays it, no good. Rebounded by Matheson. To Houlihan. Houlihan across the timeline, 26-4, Panthers. Three ball on the way, shot short, no good. Loose ball, who comes up with it? Tip, fight for it, and Kurth comes up with that. As over to Chloe Oth. Chloe Oth across the timeline to Hoyt. Hoyt now on the left side, comes over to the wing. Cross-court pass to McMahon, now to Paschal. Paschal right wing, three ball on the way. Shot off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Hoyt. Hoyt keeps it herself, right baseline, puts up the shot, counted, and the foul. And foul will be on number 4. That's Cipriano. So going to the line to complete the three-point play, Emma Hoyt. Also, thank you to Durand-Napa. Farmers visit Durand-Napa for custom hoses, bulk fluids, filters, tools, and all the parts you need to keep the equipment running on the farm. That's Durand-Napa. Downtown Durand. Annabeth Silo, near Husqvarna and Toro Lawn and Garden Equipment dealer, is Annabeth Silo, Highway 25 Durand. Annabeth Silo also does small engine repair as well. Please thank all of our sponsors. They make our broadcast possible. Free throw was good. Makes it 29-4 Panthers. Over to Matheson now. Matheson to Vanessa. Vanessa on the right wing. Vanessa now. Pass nearly intercepted, but Houlihan comes back up with it on the right wing. Over to Cipriano. She'll drive right baseline. Stop. Shot no good. Rebounded by Matheson. Now there's a fight for it, and Paschal comes up with it. Paschal on the far side. Over to Oth. Oth across the timeline now. Over to Glaus. Glaus now left wing. Back to Hoyt. Hoyt will try to drive in. Can't do it. Now back to McMahon. McMahon, Paschal's wide open. Up and in. She came over. Lays it. No good. Rebounded by Matheson. Matheson back to Houlihan. Houlihan across the timeline. 29-4. Panthers. 47 seconds remaining in the half. And bounce pass now over to Matheson on the right wing. Matheson looking for a cutter inside is Trainer, but she gets cut off at the baseline. Loose ball and coming out of bounds. Matheson trying to save it. Goes out of bounds. It's Panther ball. And so now, inbounded to Oth. And Oth across the timeline for the Panthers. They'll go for the last shot. Over to McMahon. McMahon on the left wing. Down to 23 seconds to Hoyt. Hoyt now to Oth. Oth comes back out towards center. So they set up the new offense to Glaus. Glaus now to McMahon. McMahon hands it off to Oth. Oth tries to work off the screen now to Paschal. Paschal nearly lost the ball. Tries to save it. And it's a loose ball in the corner. And Paschal comes up with it to McMahon, but we run out of time. We're at halftime. Panthers leading by a score of 29-4. We're at halftime, and you're listening to Durand-Arkansaw girls basketball on WRDN.
time for the SFB Security Financial Bank and the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency Halftime Show. Brought to you by Security Financial Bank. Secure your future at Security Financial Bank, Durand, River Falls, Eau Claire, Ladysmith, Bloomer, and Black River Falls. And by the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, your independent insurance agent, downtown Durand.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Your Auto Owners agent serving the Durand area is Jerry Thompson Insurance, a division of Ansay and Associates.
ABC News, I'm Richard Cantu. Well, it is February, and a treacherous mix of snow, freezing rain, and ice from a sprawling winter storm is wreaking havoc across much of the country.
Whiteout conditions in Virginia, up to a foot of snow in spots. Multiple tractor trailers stranded along Interstates 81 and 64 near Stanton. The governor declaring a state of emergency. Traffic cameras on I-95 showing multiple accidents near Richmond. Virginia State Police reporting more than 24 injuries across the state. Snowfall rates of an inch an hour in the nation's capital. Schools and federal offices shutting down early. And up to an inch of ice weighing down trees across northwest Arkansas.
ABC Stephanie Ramos. Russia released English teacher Mark Fogel, detained since August of 2021. California's insurance department says the plan that covers homeowners who can't get private coverage needs $1 billion to pay out wildfire claims. This is ABC News.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Whatever you love, find it on eBay. eBay. Things people love.
Taxes was taxing. Now taxes is relaxing when you file for free.
I can file for free? TurboTax Free Edition. Roughly 37% of filers qualify. Simple Form 1040 returns only. See if you qualify at turbotax.com/free.
I can file for free.
Now this is taxes. File for free with TurboTax Free Edition and get your maximum refund. No schedules except for earned income tax credit, child tax credit, and student loan interest. See if you qualify at turbotax.com/free.
Attention all egg producers. It's the 2025 Chippewa Valley Egg Conference Thursday, February 20th from 9 to 3:30 at Florian Gardens, Eau Claire. This full-day event presented by Security Financial Bank features a keynote address by egg strategist Doug Johnson, breakout sessions on tax planning, dairy market updates, and more, plus a panel discussion on modern egg challenges and opportunities. Registration is $30 and includes lunch. Register by February 13th. Visit sfbank.com for registration information. SFB, member FDIC.
The Marquette Golden Eagles look to end a 3-game losing streak tonight when they take on DePaul at Fiserv Forum. I'm Bill Scott with Sports. Marquette 9-4 and in third place in Big East play. The Golden Eagles 3 games behind league-leading St. John's, 2 behind Creighton. Now, the Badgers are off until Saturday when they travel to Purdue. Going into action today, the Badgers 9-4 and in fourth place in the conference standings, 2 games behind the Boilermakers. Bucks are off today following last night's 125-111 loss to Golden State. They have one more game left before the All-Star break this weekend. They'll take on the Minnesota Timberwolves at the Target Center tomorrow night. Baseball is back. The Brewers report to spring training tomorrow in Phoenix and hold their first workout on Thursday. Their first full squad workout is next Tuesday. Brewers will open Cactus League play against the Reds on February 22nd. With a Super Bowl in the books, the NFL's offseason underway. Free agency right around the corner starts March 10th. Bill Scott, Wisconsin Radio Network.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an Auto Owners Insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Your hometown Auto Owners Insurance agents working for you. The Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, downtown Durand.
Allgaier attempting 500. I'm Susie Armstrong. The story next on NASCAR Today.
Still getting around to that fix on your car? You got this. On eBay, you'll find millions of parts guaranteed to fit. Doesn't matter if it's a major engine repair or your first time swapping your windshield wipers. eBay has that part you need, ready to click perfectly into place for changes big and small. Loud or quiet, find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. But you already know that. eBay. Things, people, love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Tracks.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV. Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues.
Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Junior Motorsports is attempting to qualify for their first Daytona 500 this week. Up against some stiff competition, Justin Allgaier, pilot of the number 40 Chevrolet, is one of 9 drivers, including 2 former Cup champs and a 4-time Indy 500 winner, vying for 4 open slots. The 2024 NASCAR Xfinity Series champion knows he has his work cut out for him.
I have to do a lot more homework before Daytona. I have to understand the drivers. Watching footage back is going to be important. I look at pit road. That could equally be a difference maker, on whether we make the race or not. So, we still have to go try to win an Xfinity Series race. I mean, that's first and foremost on what we got too, So a lot of effort and time goes into this.
I'm Susie Armstrong. This is NASCAR Today on the Motor Racing Network.
At Security Financial Bank, we understand what it takes to grow what matters. We know success doesn't happen overnight. It takes honest work, day in and day out. We value trust, leadership, and service. We are SFB, bankers who believe in your farm, your family, your future. Bankers who believe in you. Learn more at sfbank.com. Member FDIC.
For the latest news and issues affecting agriculture, join me, Chip Flory, with AgriTalk weekdays at 1 on Real Country, 1430 WRDN.
Welcome back to Spring Valley High School. 29-4 Panthers lead here at halftime earlier tonight. In the JV game, Durand-Arkansaw won over Spring Valley 82-22. Also in that first half, Emma Hoyt scored her 1,000th career point. So congratulations to Emma on that. And again, on our no scores coming in yet on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard, but you can always follow the Durand Fresh Market scoreboard on our website at the sports page of our website at realcountry1430.com. Again, 29-4 Panthers lead, and we have second half action coming up. You're listening to Durand-Arkansaw Girls High School Basketball on Real Country 1430 AM stereo, WRDN Durand, Mondovi, Wabasha, and 107.3 FM translator W297CH Durand.
The real deals come from Durand Fresh Market, and they can be found online. Download the Fresh Market Rewards app and sign up to have weekly deal alerts sent right to your phone. Find digital coupons and specials and earn reward points every time you shop at Durand Fresh Market. It's easy to use the app. Just add coupons and scan the app at the checkout. It's that easy. Visit the website at shopfreshmarkets.com for the latest weekly ad, extra national coupons, or to make product suggestions. Your hometown grocery store is Durand Fresh Market, downtown Durand, and online at shopfreshmarkets.com.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bauer Built Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bauer Built Tire and Service on Mall Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bauer Built on service.
Welcome back to Spring.
Android app at realcountry1430.com. Brought to you by Prime Realty of Durand.
And welcome back to Spring Valley as we get ready for the second half with the Panthers leading 29-4. In the second half, Panthers will be going from left to right and Spring Valley right to left. Thank you to Bauer Plumbing and Septic Service Durand, offering plumbing and septic service for new construction or home repair. Call Chris at 672-8224. Amplify Health by Gunderson Mondovi Clinic. They are part of the Gunderson Tri-County Hospital and Clinics. Again, please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business. Tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts here on WRDN. Without their help, we wouldn't have been here tonight to see Emma Hoyt score her 1,000th career point. So please thank all of our sponsors. Hoyt to inbound it, inbounds it to Auth. We're underway with the second half. And Auth now across the timeline off to Glaus. Glaus nearly lost the ball now over to McMahon. McMahon looking for Kurth inside. Kurth now into the lane. Stop. Splits two defenders. Shot short. No good. She fights for the ball. Gets it back. And back out to Auth. Auth over to Hoyt. Hoyt top of the key. Head fakes. Drives inside. Puts up the shot. Overlays it. No good. Rebounded by Mathis. Quickly back the other way come the Cardinals. Whistle and a foul. Foul's going to be on Kurth. Paschal now coming in for Glaus. And so now inbounded to Mathis. Mathis on the right wing. Mathis now over to Houlihan. Houlihan now back towards center. And Houlihan now cross-court pass over to Cipriano. Cipriano back to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer inside, whistle, foul. Foul will be on the Panthers. Foul be on Emma Hoyt, her third. And so inbounding it will be Houlihan. Houlihan inbounds it to Matheson. Matheson now hands it off to Mathis, puts up the shot, up and in. So 29-6 now, Panthers inbounded to Auth. Full court press now by the Cardinals. And Auth now, here comes the trap, bounce pass over to Kurth. Kurth now back at center. Kurth now over to McMahon. McMahon, Hoyt, right corner, three ball, rims out, no good. Rebounded by Auth. Hoyt now kicks it back out to Kurth. Kurth top of the key, drives into the lane, puts up the shot, up and in. 31-6 now, Panthers. And across the timeline now is Houlihan. And inside now to Matheson. Turnaround shot in the lane. Shot no good. Rebounded by Emma Hoyt. Emma Hoyt to Chloe Auth. And Auth now across the timeline. Over to Kurth. Kurth right wing. Kurth now over to McMahon. To Auth left side. Inside to Kurth. Kurth in the lane. Has to kick it back out to Auth. Auth driving the lane. Whistling a foul as she was going up for the shot. And Chloe Auth to the line for 2. Foul will be on Matheson, her third. And thank you to the Goodrich Funeral Home, serving the Durand area for 5 generations. Find out about pre-planning services online at goodrichfh.com. Elsivia Co-op, your certified Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster distributor, is Elsivia Co-op. Free throw on the way is good. SFB Security Financial Bank, where electronic banking is easy. 212 West Prospect Street, Durand. And Advent Health of Durand. Time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit adventhealth.com for more information. Next free throw on the way is good by Chloe Auth. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business. Tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts. Across the timeline now, over to Cipriano. 3 ball on the way, shot no good. And Chloe Auth with the rebound. And Chloe Auth quickly back the other way now for the Panthers, leading 33-6. Cross-court pass now to McMahon. McMahon now over to Kurth. Kurth drives left baseline, or right baseline, puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Matheson. And back the other way come the Cardinals now. That is Mathis. Long 3 ball on the way, shot no good. Loose ball, and coming up with it is McMahon, and whistling a timeout. I think we lost a contact, or she got poked in the eye, and it'll be Panther ball, and Kurth to inbound it. Now we have a shoe untied as well. All right. Inbounds it to Hoyt now. And ball knocked out of Hoyt's hands, but it'll stay Panther ball. And so Kurth to inbound it. Kurth inbounds it to Hoyt. Hoyt here on the near side across the timeline now. Over to Kurth. Kurth driving the lane. Dishes it back out to Paschal. Left side three ball. Whoa! Lynn Paschal with the three. And across the timeline comes Houlihan now. Over to Cipriano. Back over to Houlihan. Houlihan's pass is intercepted by Kurth. To Oth. And Oth now across the timeline over to Hoyt. Hoyt on the right wing. Bounce pass inside to Kurth. Kurth puts up another shot up off the glass, up and in. 38-6 now, Panthers. And across the timeline, clock down to 14:32. Over to Matheson. Loose ball, Paschal with the steal to Oth. Oth across the timeline. Inside to McMahon. McMahon overlays it. No good. Rebounded by Matheson. Now to Houlihan. Timeouts. Timeout Spring Valley with 14:11 remaining. 38-6 Panthers lead. Thank you to Sundstrom & Company, your local tax experts. It's tax time. Give Sundstrom & Company a call at 672-4425 to schedule your appointment today. Also, Shaw's LP Gas and Appliance offering a full line of Whirlpool appliances along with installation and service. They also do installation and service on other brand name appliances at Shaw's LP Gas and Appliance, downtown Durand. Also, NTech, your premier communications and entertainment provider, Durand. Endless Summer Tanning and Fitness. Look and feel your best at Endless Summer Tanning and Fitness. Find out about tanning and fitness bundle packages now. And the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, a division of Ansay and Associates. Hometown agents representing you, not individual insurance companies. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business. Tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts here on WRD. And again, without their help, it's pretty simple. Wouldn't be having tonight's game. Also, thank you to our streaming video sponsors tonight, the Wisconsin Soybean Marketing Board, those of you watching our broadcast on our streaming video service, and those of you listening on our streaming audio service. Please thank Adams Super Service, your partners network, Car Care Center Durand, and Prime Realty of Durand. Visit their website at PrimeRealtyMidwest.com. Prime Realty, the area's #1 home seller. They are our streaming audio sponsors, so please thank both Adams and Prime for their support if you're listening on our streaming audio tonight. All right, we're ready to go. Once again, inbounded now to Houlihan. And Houlihan across the timeline now. Over to Mathis. Around the horn we go now to Vanessa. Vanessa, top of the key, tries to drive inside. She's in a little bit of trouble, and she finally gets it back off to Mathis. Mathis left wing, bounce pass to the top of the key now to Cipriano. Cipriano now comes down to the right wing. And a bounce pass to Mathis. Get on the right side now. Inside pass to Houlihan. Right baseline. Puts up the shot up and in. 38-8. Panthers lead. Across the timeline now is Oth. Cross court pass to Glaus, who's back into Paschal now. Paschal left corner. Inside now in high-low. Here we go. Over to Emma Pelkey with the two. Oh, boy. And now 40-8 Panthers. Across the timeline now to Mathis. Mathis now to Vanessa. Vanessa drives inside, puts up a shot, blocked by Pelkey. Pelkey to Oth. And across the timeline now to Glaus. Glaus right wing to Oth. Oth back at center. Now to McMahon. McMahon to Paschal left corner. To McMahon. McMahon, cross-court pass to Oth. Oth right wing, inside pass to Pelkey. Pelkey tries to drive inside, gets cut off. Pass is tipped, intercepted. Intercepted by Houlihan. Houlihan coming back out the other way for the Cardinals. Now to the top of the key. And a three ball on the way. Shot off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Glaus. Glaus to Oth now. 40-8 Panthers lead, 12:33 remaining. And across the timeline to Glaus. Glaus now over to Pelkey. Pelkey right wing. Pelkey now over to McMahon, to Oth. Cross-court pass to Pelkey. Pelkey inside to McMahon. McMahon fakes left, goes right, now loses the ball. Tried to get it back outside, but Houlihan with the interception. And across the timeline now come the Cardinals. whistle, and a foul. Foul's going to be on Glaus. Coming in for the Panthers now, Olivia Mueller comes in as Oth comes out. I am betting probably isn't going to play too much more tonight, with the Panthers up by 32 and 12:07 remaining. And so now, bounce pass to out of bounds, and it's Panther ball. Nope, we get a timeout. Timeout Panthers with 12:07 remaining here in the game, and the Panthers leading 40-8. Thank you to Jerry Bear and Sons, featuring dog and pet food from Nutrisource and Diamond, located by Annabis Silo, Highway 25, Durand. Riverland Energy, your Touchstone Energy partner. The Chen Smith Funeral Home, serving the Mondovi area. Find out about pre-planning funeral services by visiting chenfit-smithfuneralhome.com. Bauer Bill Tire, with 80 years of experience, let Bauer Bill take care of your automotive needs under one roof. Give them a call at 672-8300 or visit them online at bauerbilt.com. The Cottage, from floral arrangements to those Valentine's Day gifts for mom. Guys, time running out. Visit the Cottage, downtown Durand. Ladies, don't forget, it's the Galentine's Day after hours event coming up on Thursday in downtown Durand with the Cottage. Everything getting underway at 4 o'clock Thursday. And so inbounded to Mueller. So we're back underway. Mueller has the ball stolen. And stolen by Cipriano. Back the other way come the Cardinals. And out to Mathis now. Mathis now back to the wing to Traynor. Now 3-ball on the way. Shot short, no good. Rebounded by McMahon. McMahon to Mueller. Mueller now to Glaus across the timeline. Glaus now. Looking for a cutter now over to Paschal. Paschal on the left wing. Paschal to McMahon. McMahon to Mueller. Mueller right wing inside to Paschal. Paschal back out to Mueller. Over to McMahon. Now to Glaus. Glaus left side. Inside to Mueller. Back over to Pelkey. Pelkey regains control of the ball. We'll try all that again. To Mueller now. Left wing. Inside to Pelkey. Pelkey out to Glaus. Glaus to Mueller. Mueller now. Cross-court pass to Paschal. Paschal top of the key now. To Pelkey. Pelkey to McMahon. Now to Mueller on the right wing. Back to McMahon, to Glaus, to Paschal, staying on the outside on the left side now. To Glaus. Glaus back towards center. She'll come down to the wing. Now to Mueller, left side. Mueller now, cross-court pass to Pelkey. Over to Paschal. Paschal can't take the three. And now McMahon on the left wing. Back to Glaus. Around the horn we go. And over to Mueller. Mueller to Paschal. Paschal looking for a cutter inside. No one home, though. She's going to have to come back out to the top of the key now to Glaus. Glaus over to Mueller. Mueller inside to Paschal. Paschal now tries to get it to Pelkey. Loose ball, jump ball. It'll go back to the Cardinals. And so inbounding it will be Matheson. Panthers lead 40-8, 10:25 remaining. And inbounded now to Houlihan. Houlihan across the timeline for the Cardinals. Pass intended for Traynor goes out of bounds. Panther ball. And so Glaus to inbound it on the far side to Mueller. And Mueller now across the timeline. Over to Paschal. Paschal now comes down to the right wing. She's in trouble. Whistle and a foul. Foul's going to be on number 23. That's going to be on Traynor. So it'll stay Panthers ball. Paschal to inbound it to our right. 40-8. Panthers lead. 10:03 remaining. And inbounded to Glaus now. Glaus right wing. Over to McMahon. McMahon drives right baseline. Goes left, goes right. Whistle travel. And so inbounding it now will be Matheson, who will inbound it to Houlihan. And Houlihan across the timeline for the Cardinals. As comes down to the top of the key now over to Matheson. Matheson now on the right wing, looking for a cutter. No one there. Cross-court pass to Houlihan. Houlihan, 3-ball on the way. Shot's good by Houlihan. Inbounded now to Mueller. Mueller now. Back to Pelkey. To Glaus. Glaus right wing. Squares up. 3 ball on the way. Shot rims out. No good. And jump ball. It'll stay Panther ball. (40-11), Panthers lead. And inside to McMahon. Shot blocked out of bounds by Vaness. So it'll stay Panther ball. Paschal to inbound it to our right. Paschal looking, still looking. Out to Glaus. Glaus right wing now to Mueller. Mueller into the lane. Over to Pelkey. Pelkey kicks it back out now to McMahon. McMahon over to Paschal. Paschal left wing. Paschal to McMahon. To Mueller. Over to Glaus now. Glaus on the right wing. Glaus to Mueller. Over to Paschal. Paschal looking for a cutter. Back over to Mueller now. Mueller to Glaus. Glaus right wing looking for Pelkey inside. She's not open. Back to McMahon. This time inside to Pelkey. Back out to Mueller. Mueller 3 ball on the way. Shot off the back of the rim. No good. And tipped out. Mueller comes up with it. After having it tipped out. Back to Paschal. Paschal now to Mueller. Mueller cross-court pass now over to Glaus. Glaus to Mueller. Mueller right wing inside to Pelkey. Pelkey back out to McMahon on the right wing. And round the horn we go now over to Paschal. Paschal left side. Cross-court pass now over to Pelkey. And Pelkey loses the ball, knocked away. And the Cardinals come up with it. Quickly back the other way come the Cardinals now. Panthers lead 40-11. Over to Matheson now. 8:01 remaining. Now to Trainer. Trainer now to Vaness. Vaness tries to drive in, puts up the shot. Good by Vaness. And inbounded now to Mueller. 40-13, Panthers lead. Over to Paschal now. Paschal drives in from the right wing. Whistle and a foul. Foul's going to be on number 23, Ray Trainer. And going to the line for 2 is Paschal. And thank you to the JKO Auto Body Shop with car restoration and collision repair. It's the JKO Auto Body Shop, Madison Street, Durand. Durand Fresh Market. Download the app for even more savings from your hometown grocery store, Durand Fresh Market. Just visit shopfreshmarkets.com for more information. Numbers are us, your daily money managers, 3rd Avenue West Durand. Give Rhonda a call at 672-8093 and find out how Rhonda can help protect your family from fraud and more as a daily money manager. So give Rhonda a call or visit her on her website at numbersareus.com. Next free throw was good. Makes it 41-13 Panthers. Across the timeline now to Mathis. Mathis puts up a nice shot from the right baseline, up and in. Over to Mueller now. Mueller across the timeline now. Over to Sand, who was in. Sand to Paschal. Paschal top of the key. Over to Pelkey. Pelkey to Mueller. Mueller now over to Glaus. Glaus right wing. Glaus now into the baseline, kicks her into the lane. Now back to Sand. Sand to Glaus. Glaus right wing. She'll try to drive in from the wing. Stop. Shot off the back of the rim. Does not get the shooter's roll. Rebounded by Matheson. 41-15. Panthers lead. 6:55 remaining in the game. And across the timeline now. 3 ball on the way. Shot is no good. And coming up with a rebound is Vaness. And there's a fight for the ball. Jump ball. It stays Cardinal ball. Timeouts. Timeouts, Spring Valley. And it's a full timeout. Yep, full timeout. Thank you to Durand Smokehouse. The hog sale going on right now at Durand Smokehouse, Highway 85 Durand. And visit Durand Smokehouse. You can even get some specials on beef when you order that hog during the hog sale at Durand Smokehouse. Provisions Health, 3rd Avenue West Durand. Healthcare your way. Find out more at provisions.health, 24/7 and West Wisconsin Telcom. Building smart fiber optic communities from the ground up. Find out more. Visit wwt.coop. The Riverside Grill. Visit the Riverside Grill for daily specials. Riverside Grill will be having some Valentine's Day evening dinner specials that are all geared around the Friday fish fry as well. They'll even have a few extra specials because of it being Valentine's Day. That's at the Riverside Grill, downtown Durand. And O'Galley Cheese Factory. O'Galley Cheese Factory, of course, celebrating Cheddar Cheese Days. There's some specials on that coming up this week. And don't forget some FFA Week specials as well from O'Galley Cheese Factory, Highway 25 Durand. Please visit all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business. Tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts, because without their help, we wouldn't be here tonight. So please thank them for supporting our broadcasts. All right, the timeout is done. It'll be Panther ball. Or check that, it'll be Spring Valley ball. (41-15), Panthers lead, 6:45 remaining here in the game. And so now inbounded to Matheson. And back out to the wing now is Houlihan. 3-ball, shot short, no good. Tip, loose ball. And jump ball. This time it goes to the Panthers. McKinley Sand fighting for it. And so to inbound it to our left will be Paschal. And inbounded. Whoa, nearly stolen, but Klaus comes back up with it. Over to Mueller. Mueller now over to Paschal. Paschal puts it up, whistling a foul. Foul will be on Cipriano. Going to line for two is Paschal. Thank you to Martin Transport. Visit martin.com for the latest job opportunities. It's better in blue at Martin Transport. First free throw on the way is good. Cell Block. Visit the Cell Block for the Friday fish fries. Also, they'll be having bingo at the Cell Block on February 25th at 6. Free throw on the way. Rims out, no good. Rebounded by the Cardinals. And so Houlihan across the timeline quickly for the Cardinals. Into the wing now, top of the key is Matheson. Matheson tries to drive inside. Now kicks it back out. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. Rebounded by Mueller. Here comes the trap. She's in trouble. Manages to get it to Glaus on the far side. And Glaus across the timeline now. Over to Sand. Sand on the left wing. Drives left baseline. Puts up a tough shot. Whistling a foul. Well, I think it's on Matheson. And so going to line for two is Sand. Thank you to Durand-Arkansaw Group. Many hands make light work. Volunteer to help with community events. Visit durand-arkansaw.org. First free throw is no good. Also, the Paul Slusher Insurance Agency, your American Family Insurance agent serving Durand and Chippewa Falls. American Family Insurance. Insurance that fits your needs. Next free throw is good by Sand to make it 43-15 Panthers. Houlihan comes across the timeline now for the Cardinals. Down to the top of the key, over to the left wing. She keeps it herself, puts up the tough shot. Whoa! What a circus shot by Houlihan. And so now, across the timeline, over to Mueller. Mueller over to Sand. Sand now back to Glaus. Glaus now into the lane, kicks it back out to Paschal. Paschal over to Pelkey. Pelkey on the right wing. And back to Pelkey, 43-17 Panthers. And over to Paschal. Paschal's in trouble. And now finally gets it to Mueller. Mueller, cross-court pass to Pelkey. Over to Sand. Sand drives in, puts up the shot, under, lays it, no good. Loose ball, and Mueller's the one who comes up with it. And so timeout Durand-Arkansaw. Panthers leading 43-17, 4:52 remaining in the game. Thank you to Ryan Sports Shop. Ice fishing season is, of course, underway. Visit Ryan Sports Shop for all of your ice fishing needs. Riverside Plaza, your Napa Gold Car Care Center, open for your car care needs. Riverside Plaza, located just inside Durand, Napa, Madison Street, Durand. Annabis Silo, your Husqvarna and Toro Lawn and Garden Equipment dealer. Highway 25 Durand, also featuring small engine repair at Annabis Silo. Bauer Plumbing and Septic Service, offering plumbing and septic services for new construction or repairs. Call 672-8224. And Amplify Health by Gunderson Mondovi Clinic, part of Gunderson Tri-County Hospitals and Clinics. Again, thank our high school sports sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business, and tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts. Again, can't stress it enough. Without the help of these businesses and organizations, none of this happens. So please thank our sponsors for their support. All right, timeout is done, and Mueller to inbound it. And pass intercepted. Intercepted by Houlihan. Houlihan back the other way. Puts it up, overlays it, no good. Rebounded by Pelkey. Pelkey to Mueller. Here comes the trap. Over to Paschal. Paschal to Klaus across the timeline on the far side. Head fakes, now comes across, comes down to the wing. Over to Sand in the left corner, back to Paschal. Paschal now over to Pelkey. Pelkey right wing. Pelkey bounce pass now up, stolen. And coming up with it is Trainer. Trainer's pass intercepted by Paschal, who knocks it over to Glaus. Back to Pelkey, back to Glaus. And Glaus across the timeline now to Glaus. Cross-court pass now over to Pelkey. Pelkey top of the key to Glaus. Glaus on the right wing. Glaus now looking for a cutter. Nobody there. Paschal now top of the key for the Panthers, leading 43-17. 3:56 remaining. To Pelkey. Pelkey now to Sand. Sand at the top of the key. Sand's going to try and drive inside. Gets over to Glaus. Glaus right corner. Comes over to the wing. Up into the lane. Puts up the shot. No good. Rebounded by Pelkey. Pelkey tries to put up a shot. Whistle and a travel. So inbounding it now to our right will be Mathis. Again, Panthers lead 43-17. And across the timeline now is Houlihan. Houlihan keeps it herself, dishes it back out to the corner to Trainer. But pass intercepted by Paschal, whistling a foul. Foul's going to be on Houlihan. And so inbounding it will be Sand. And too close. And so they give a warning for that, for the defender. And so now inbound it to Paschal. Paschal back to Mueller. Mueller across the timeline to Sand. Sand now to Glaus. Glaus, left wing, 3-ball shot, no good. Rebounded by Mathis. Quickly back the other way come the Cardinals now. And cross-court pass over to Houlihan. Houlihan right wing. Tries to drive inside, can't do it. Now she comes over to the top of the key. Back to the left wing to Mathis. Mathis squares up, 3-ball on the way. Shot no good, rebounded by Glaus. Glaus now to Mueller. And Mueller to Glaus across the timeline. Again, 43-17, Panthers over to Pelkey. Pelkey now to Sand. Sand to Glaus. Glaus in the left corner. Glaus, cross-court pass now to Paschal. Paschal top of the key. Now to Pelkey. Pelkey on the left wing. And Pelkey over to Mueller. She'll drive in from the top of the key and whistling a foul. Foul's going to be on Mathis. So it'll stay Panther ball. Trainer and Cipriano come in while Houlihan and Mathis come out. 43-17, Panthers lead, 2:23 remaining. We have our Bowerville Panther postgame show coming up. Going to the line is going to be Mueller. It's the 1-1, I think. Yep, 1-1. And first free throw on the way, off the back of the rim, no good. Lane violation. All right, free throw on the way. Off the back of the rim, no good. And jump ball. It'll be, as Sand was fighting for it with the Vaness, it'll go to the Cardinals. So we'll inbound it to Cipriano. And Cipriano now will come across the timeline for the Spring Valley. Again, Panthers leading 43-17, approaching the 2-minute mark. Now handed it off to Trainer. Trainer on the right baseline, loose ball. And still a loose ball. And it's a timeout. I guess it'll stay Spring Valley ball, so timeout Cardinal. Thank you to the Goodrich Funeral Home, your authorized location for monuments from Lifetime Memorials. Call Goodrich Funeral Home of Durand for more information. Alcivia Co-op, your certified Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster distributor. Alcivia Co-op, SFB, Security Financial Bank, where electronic banking is easy. 212 West Prospect Street, and Advent Health of Durand. Time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. All right, now that was a quick timeout. We're ready to go. And so inbounded now to Cipriano on the right wing. Kicks it back out to Trainer. Trainer tries to come in from the right wing. Can't do it. And back out to Cipriano now. Scores up. 15-footer. Shot rims out. No good. And loose ball. And still a loose ball. And jump ball. It'll be Panther ball. Minute 39 remaining, 43-17, Panthers lead. Going to win this game tonight. Again, congratulations to Emma White earlier tonight, scoring her 1,000th career point. Over to Glaus. Glaus now on the left wing. Cross-court pass over to Paschal. Paschal on the right wing. Looking for Sand inside. Over to Pelkey now. Back to Sand. Sand over to Glaus. Now to Paschal. Paschal right wing. She's going to drive in. Puts up a tough shot. Rims out no good. Rebounded by Niedermeyer. And across the timeline is Cipriano. Approaching the 1-minute mark. Cipriano now keeps it herself. Puts up a tough shot. Does not get the shooter's roll. Rebounded by Paschal. Over to Mueller. Mueller now across the timeline. Over to Paschal. Well, now I'm sure we're just going to run out the clock here to Pelkey. Panthers going to win this game tonight. And Paschal on the right wing. Back out to Pelkey. Pelkey back towards center to Glaus. Loose ball. And it's a jump ball. 28 seconds remaining. It'll be Spring Valley ball. And so inbounding it now will be Trainer. To Cipriano. Cipriano now will come across the timeline. And Cipriano, top of the key now, tries to drive inside. Gets through two defenders. Shot put up, no good. And out of bounds. It'll stay Spring Valley ball with 16 seconds remaining. And inbounded out to Cipriano, top of the key. Cipriano tries to drive down to the right baseline, kicks it back out to the wing, over to Niedermeyer. Into the lane is Niedermeyer. Down to 5 seconds remaining. Over to Trainer. Trainer kicks it back out to Cipriano. Shot put up, no good. That's our final. 43-17. Panthers a win tonight. Coming up, our Bowerville Panther postgame show being brought to you by Bowerville Tire and Service, Durand and Mall Drive, Eau Claire. It's Durand-Arkansaw girls basketball on WRDN.
Brought to you by Bowerville Tire and Service, with locations in Durand and Mall Drive, Eau Claire.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bowerville Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bowerville Tire and Service on Mall Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bowerville, built on service.
Welcome back to Spring Valley, where tonight Panthers win it by a score of 43-17. And joining us right now is Durand-Arkansaw head coach Darren Lowenhagen. He's got the game ball for Emma.
Yeah, kind of worked out really well for us tonight. Sometimes you worry in those situations that the player will force it and it'll get kind of ugly. I thought she took her shots within the flow and made them right away. And what a cool support. You look at on the road at Spring Valley on a Tuesday night, you see all the Durand fans here. You see all the little kids here that are playing basketball in the youth right now. And, I think that's kind of what makes Durand really, really special.
I will just say I feel really old because I remember calling Assumption games during the pandemic with Emma and Sawyer Sabelko and Victoria Kurth. I feel really old.
Yeah, it just seems like the other day when they were all freshmen in the locker room at the end of the year of our final game, and now they're all seniors this year, so it's crazy how fast time goes.
Talking with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Darren Lowenhagen as they are doing some pictures down on courtside. All in all, though, a very nice win. And, you did have a chance to get some of the reserves to play a long time, and I think there's a lot you're going to be able to teach off of the film from that.
Yeah, and to be honest, I thought our reserves were really good defensively. Obviously, offensively, we got some things to work on, but defensively, they had their starters in there, and our second group was in there, and I thought we were really good the whole night, from start to finish. Defensively, I thought we were really, really good. Some really good switches, some double switches where we switch, and then we switch back on another back screen, and those things are really, really hard to be good at, and the girls just did them on the fly tonight. So I thought we rebounded really well from coming back from last night.
Well, again, congratulations. You got to get down to your celebration with with the team. So congratulations, Coach.
All right, thank you.
And that is Durand-Arkansaw head coach Darren Lowenhagen. Where tonight the Panthers win it by a score of 43-17. Emma White scoring her 1,000th career point, and Coach going down over to where all the photographs are. He's able to keep the game ball, so that's pretty cool. For the Panthers, Chloe Auth had 7. Jaden Klaus had 6. Victoria Kurth had 8. Emma White, she needed 7. She got 10 for that. So now she has 1,003 career points. Miley Sand had 1. And Peyton Paschal had 6 with the win. Panthers now are 10-2 in the conference, 16-5 overall. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, Cipriano had 2, Mathis had 4, and Houlihan had 9. Vanessa had 2. The Cardinals now 3-9 in the conference, 9-13 overall. As the celebrations do continue at the end of the court here with Emma White and a lot of the folks from town, and also some of the youth basketball kids as well, all coming to congratulate her on her 1,000th career point. Of course, Mom and Dad here, too, to celebrate that as well. So congratulations once again to Emma White. Coming up, we're going to see if we can find some scores on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard and preview our next game as well. That's coming up on the Bowerville Panther postgame show. Being brought to you by Bowerville Tire and Service, Durand and Mall Drive, Eau Claire. It's Durand-Arkansaw girls basketball on WRDN. WRDN.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bauer Built Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bauer Built Tire and Service on Mall Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bauer Built, built on service.
Welcome back to Spring Valley, where tonight the Panthers will win it by a score of, they got 46 to 17. 46 to 17. Panthers win it tonight. And again, Emma White with her 1,000th career point. Let's go on to our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. See if we have any scores coming in from games earlier tonight. I know that the Durand boys were playing tonight. Now, in the first half, it was Elma Pepin leading Independence in boys hoops 49-46. That in the first half. Meanwhile, Elk Mound defeated Elmwood Plum City 59-13 tonight. So let's see other games going on. Wabasha Kellogg taking on Lewiston Altura tonight in boys and girls hoops. Also Clayton and taking on Glenwood City in boys basketball. Colfax taking on Glenwood City as well in girls basketball. Just a few of the games going on around the area tonight in high school sports on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. As the celebrations do continue for Emma Hoyt, scoring her 1,000th point. I'd say try to get her up here I'd love to get her up here to talk, but right now this is kind of all about her, which is what it should be, and she's getting pictures with the coach and her teammates and the youth basketball kids as well. So that's pretty cool. We'll try to maybe somewhere here before the end of the season get an interview with Emma and some of the other seniors as well. Again, I have followed the Emma, Victoria Kurth, and Sawyer Sabelko since Assumption during the pandemic when we were doing games during the pandemic at Assumption. And even then I was like, I think these three we got to watch. And well, they've really accomplished a lot with Durand basketball. So congratulations again to Emma Hoyt. Our next game coming up on Thursday, we're headed to Mondovi as the boys will be at Mondovi. We'll have that game for you on Thursday night with the Advent Health Panther preview starting at 7, and tip-off will be at 7:15 coming up on Thursday night. Once again, our final score as the celebrations continue for Emma Hoyt down at the right side of the court. As she scores her 1,000th career point tonight. Congratulations to her. Again, our final score tonight, Panthers win at 46-17. You've been listening to Durand-Arkansaw girls high school basketball. Well, I'm going to wait. I might be able to. Let's see if we can't. I don't know if she's going to do a couple more pictures. Yeah, looks like that's probably what's going to happen. All right, we'll just sign off for the night again. Panthers win it tonight 46-17. You've been listening to Durand-Arkansaw girls high school basketball here on Real Country 1430 AM WRDN. I'm Brian Winnekins. Have a great evening.